Hey everyone, this is Felicia on F1. I hope everyone's having a good week so far. I'm going to get into the French Grand Prix race review and my thoughts. Red Bull make it 3 wins on the bounce, first time since 2013. France was actually exciting for once, and I'm really excited that we now have a real title fight on our hands. So I'm going to go through the good, the bad, and the ugly. First things first, so congratulations to Red Bull. So Max winning and Checo finishing third. Red Bull really coming back strong and pulling off the strategy on a known Mercedes track. So they are full of confidence that they will actually win it this year. So I'll be curious to see what they do next week, the next 2 weeks in Austria. Next thing, McLaren, Daniel finishing P6, Lando finishing P5. Is Daniel finally getting comfortable in that car? I really hope so. Did a great job nicking points off Ferrari and really trying to push for best of the rest. My drivers of the day were Alonso finishing P8, George Russell finishing P12 in a Williams, beating a Ferrari on a day where there was no DNFs. And then Lance Stroll finishing P10, starting from P19. So really getting through that field and finishing well. On to the bad. Mercedes, Lewis and Val finishing 2 and 4 respectively. This wouldn't be so bad, but I think, again, it was a missed opportunity. They didn't think of the strategy, or the strategy didn't work out for them, and it worked out for Red Bull. They didn't do the two-stopper. And I guess didn't listen to either of the drivers, especially Valtteri. I think that's kind of the big red flag. And then, of course, the chassis, switch, which I'm not going to talk about. But that really put the kind of, myth to bed about that sort of thing. Ferrari, like I said before, had an absolute stinker of a race for them. Carlos finishing P11 and Charles finishing P16, his number. No race pace at all. Something they need to think about going into Austria. Their car seems set up for quali, and it's actually interesting. I think it's been a characteristic of their car the past couple of seasons, even from 2019. But I am quite surprised considering they were discussing how strong their car would be set up for race pace, not for quali pace. But so something they need to think about. And then, unfortunately, I guess bad marks to Esteban Ocon. He didn't finish as well as I thought he would, considering he had a new contract renewal, contract signed, and has been doing a bit better than Alonso this season. So thought he'd do better. On to the ugly. Mazepin and Mick Schumacher. There is drama with Mazepin almost every single race, but there was an almost crash in lap 1, leading to some interesting words from Sky Germany from Mick's part. The TLDR, meaning, Mazepin doesn't give a toss. He does what he wants. He doesn't really listen. I can say what I want, but he's not going to listen anyway. It's quite interesting. And then I guess kind of continuing what I said before about Mercedes and Valtteri, I think the Bottas and Merc relationship, is it, deteriorating before our very eyes? Are we seeing shades of the Ferrari Seb treatment of last year? Not in terms of performance, because Bottas is performing, but more in terms of the management and driver relationship, not seeing eye to eye, seeing a bit of an indifference from Bottas potentially, knowing he isn't going to lead the championship or stick it to Lewis or Max, and Merc not really treating him seriously as a result. So it'd be interesting to see how that relationship unfolds, considering he's up for a renewal at the end of this year. A couple notes and observations. The fans, brilliant getting fans back in the stands. We enjoyed seeing you as much as I'm sure the drivers did. And then also Aston Martin killing it with the strategy the past 3 races. They know the limitations of their car. They know they're in the midfield. The most they can fight for is 5th. But are maximizing their opportunities with both Lance and Seb handling tire management really well and performing the tricky race strategies and having decent race pace on the car. And also, I want to know your thoughts. I'm always curious to know what the music in the garages are like, the team garages are like. I was reading some tweets and listening to kind of some feeds. The Alpines had power ballads and Red Bull do drum and bass. I'd heard Aston Martin with some rock music as well. I'm always curious to know if which team has the best taste in music in their garage. Anyways, it's just some thoughts. That's it for me. Looking forward to see what, the doubleheader in Austria hold. It's a fun little track and the drivers really enjoy it. It's obviously the Red Bull Ring, which is obviously a Red Bull track. Will they make it 4 in a row? Will there be, more of, history being made from the Red Bull guys? So yeah, that's it for me. It's been Felicia on F1. Have a great day.